Faerun, a land of magic and intrigue, cruel violence and divine compassion, where millennia of warfare and conquest have shaped dozens of unique cultures. There are rare beings of unnatural abilities that border on the line of deity and the paranormal. Those who share knowledge of these beings have come to refer to them as Espers.
You enter into a cramped space, surrounded by countless shelves, lined with baubles and odd trinkets. The walls are shabbily decorated with gaudy velvet drapes, while the scent of incense is heavy for anyone not used to it.
Why do you seek Old Faelee? Are you in need of herbs to aid, potions to heal a love? Perhaps you seek a lost love, or wish to speak with someone from beyond. Old Faelee can help. Why are you here?
Are you able to identify this stone for us?
Is that all you wish for me to do? Is find what its properties are?
Look here, lady, here's the deal. We found this off this guy. We want to know what this means and where we can find more, okay?
I can do that, but this will of course cost you 150 gold.
Could we work that down a little bit? That seems a little too steep just to identify something.
I think you can do it for less. I think you can do it for free.
Give me a persuasion check.
Let's not shoot for the moon here.
13.
10.
I will do it for 150 gold, and that will be it.
Well, boys,
Langy, pay the woman.
I guess you quite forgot. When you found me, I was robbed and imprisoned.
don't all leprechauns have gold?
I'm a gnome, you horned devil of a woman.
Swiftwood offers his services for anything that she might need to require.
Scratches behind your ear.
That's kind.
Give me a persuasion check. Nope.
You're so cute.
She brings out a small saucer of milk and sets it down on one of the tables.
We're gonna do pull our money together, each pay 50.
I have it.
I've got it.
I don't.
So then we're both paying 75.
Sure.
So,
I normally steal what I need anyways.
What was that? I'll take the fragment then.
Fine here.
Faelee runs her fingers along the fragment's rough edges. Her eyes close, and with it, the surrounding candles suddenly go dim as a subtle gust picks up.
What once was whole now stands as 7. I see 1 within the belly of an ancient monstrosity, biding its time within a desert expanse. 1 among the ocean floor, neighboring a castle built of coral and rock. 1 among a grand assortment of treasure, hoarded within a spire of ice. 1 within the ruins of a high castle, scarred by flame in a city of silver. 1 upon a house within a peaceful meadow overlooking a lake. The final. Strange. This one escapes my sight.
She reopens her eyes, and the candles flicker bright once more.
A word of caution. These fragments did not arrive into their current locale by seeming chance, nor mishap. It is apparent Someone made great effort to scatter them. Tread carefully.
You said you were able to communicate with those long past.
Yes. Do you have something of theirs?
I just have this coin my brother used to wear it. It was actually an amulet.
Swift pulls out a box. Small little, like, ornate silver box.
You both have someone you seek. I can search for it. For 50 gold apiece.
Okay.
Allow me to see the coin.
She clasps her hand around it. The candles grow dim again.
The person you're seeking is not dead, my friend.
What?
This person is not past the divine gate.
She hands back the coin and the gold.
But I saw him go. I know he's at the gates of Kelemvor.
Maybe you're not so sure.
Swift will actually take the small box back. It's a little too expensive for Swift, but that would be mine.
Of course. You know where to find me. I'll be here.
Do you have any wands of healing? Or something to procure of such nature?
I may.
She pulls out a collection of these light pink roots. They have like a smooth, fuzzy texture. Kind of breaks it up into little clumps.
Wild sage root. These are chewed. They instantly restore one's stamina. 25 gold for each clump.
I think I'll take one of those.
Of course, my dear.
Carlisle, it would probably behoove you in order to buy one as well.
I'm just so distracted. What? I'm sorry?
These roots would benefit you in combat.
Fine, whatever.
Remember, if you're always looking for something that escapes your sight, I can happily search for it for you. Please, don't be a stranger. You especially, Lanji. Bye, Faelee. I can't stand that woman.
Lanji, you know we're still in the building.
She's old, she can't hear.
So, what would you wish to do? As Lanji mentioned before, there is a tavern that is here where you guys can stay the night.
Would she be the person to go and figure out what the spear and the amulet do?
If you like.
Yeah. I tell you guys that I'll meet you at the tavern
Okay.
for a drink.
Oh. Is there any more I can help you with, Mr. Cat?
He reaches into his pouch, pulls out an amulet, puts it on the counter, and same thing with the spear that he has in his hand, places it on the counter. What would you charge Swiftfoot for the identification of these items here?
I can easily identify these items if you prefer.
Well, he pulls out a pearl. He's like, I have the required opponents, but how much for the surfaces?
Well, in that case, I would charge 25 gold.
Go ahead and do the spear.
As she lays the spear out in front of her, she takes the pearl, and her eyes flicker out. They go white, stark white. The pearl turns into a fine powder, swirls around the spear itself. The spear levitates as the powder continues to encircle around it. And her hands kind of keeping their distance, just waving just in front of it.
On the surface, this spear seems to act as a conduit, channeling of arcane energy. Though there appears to be something more. There appears to be a sort of bond or pull, almost as if the individual utilizes the energy as their own. It's almost sentient in nature. It seeks to corrupt its user. Where did you find such a thing?
I took it off in the orc leader. We came across not too long ago. It seems powerful enough.
Well, it certainly is, but the power is not of its own. In fact, utilizing such a staff, you'd be borrowing from them. And the more you utilize it, the more control that being has over you. If you choose to keep it on you, I would limit your usage.
Okay. Duly noted. Thank you for your time.
Of course.
So you guys are outside for a few moments, and suddenly Swift makes his way.
While you guys go and handle whatever business you go ahead and need, I will make my way to the library, and I will pick up anything I can find on the notes we picked up for the fragments. How does that sound?
Do you feel like he can be trusted?
Hey, I still have the fragments, so the way that I see it, he can go do whatever he wants.
I'm glad to agree.
Where do you want to meet up later?
Tavern?
Tavern.
Tavern.
If could use a nice stiff drink.
I can use a nice drink or 12.
Is there an armory?
Well, essentially,
Well-
the shopping market they have is the Bell Market, which is what he was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while we all agreed to go to to wherever place for a drink.
We'll end up at the tavern, say in about an hour and a half. But yeah, I would like to check out this market, see if there's anything we can do.
Alright, I'll see you later at the Dreaming Dragon. It'll probably be a while before I get there. Like I said, research, but I will see what I can find.
Following up on Lange's direction, you cross over the river, making your way towards Everland's center. You come upon a wide area featuring a huge bell suspended in the center. The hustle and bustle of commerce is alive as citizens and traders alike conduct business among the numerous open-air stalls. At a glance, you see the exchanging of fresh produce, livestock, poultry, and even manufactured goods. This is, of course, the Bell Market. What would you like to do?
I would agree with Swift. I would want to check out that armory. Just see. Yeah.
Any kind of like blacksmithing or weaponry kind of places.
Go ahead and give me a investigation.
18.
It doesn't seem like there's a formal armory, more like clothing. There's actually a shop, Hethmeyer's Boots, and there's also Sumidu's Trinkets.
I'll check out the trinkets.
Trinkets? Okay. You guys make your way over to this open air stall, which is located near the edge of the market, away from heavy foot traffic. The proprietor is a short woman who perks up upon seeing you approach.
Oh, yes, hi, I'm Sumidu, and these are my trinkets,
And you can see like a couple things are suspended and hanging about.
Is there anything you're looking for in particular? Oh my, you're quite well armed. Oh, adventurers, I might have just the thing for you. Oh, tinder boxes, because you never know when you're ever going to need fire. Bedrolls, rations, rope, potions of healing, empty vials for collecting such things. I have daggers and swords. Anything you're looking for in particular that I can certainly assist you with.
No, we are just glancing around window shopping is one thing to say for. I believe my friend might be looking for something. I'll just peruse and see what you have.
Of course. What can I help you with, sir?
And what are you trying to do?
Actively searching for any other spears that look like the one that I have, or something that's close enough to resemble that upon a quick chance you wouldn't be able to know the difference.
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
Quickly.
Nope.
Inspiration.
Comes in handy, doesn't it?
14.
While she does have like a number of simple weapons, daggers, short swords, long swords, standard shields, no spears or javelins. Morgana, is there anything you're looking for in particular?
I know Lange went to the library, but within the market space itself, is there any little area that might have like an old book or something that might be of use, or a map, an old map?
I need an investigation check.
Waiting for that. 17.
Making your way back around to where Swift and Burlau are talking to this individual, Sumidu's trinkets.
Yes. Dearie, is there anything I can assist you with? Welcome to Sumidu's Trinkets.
So I'm looking for a particular area. Not sure where. Was kind of hoping I could get a general map of the space. Not too familiar with it.
All right. Well, I have a map of the Silver Marches, which is the area we currently reside. Let's see. Have you looked? I have something for the Sword Coast. I have. Well, depends, I guess, on the region. If you're looking more toward the desert.
You say desert?
Desert, yes. It's not a very used map, but I have a map of a no-rock region, vast expanse of desert, Cholt, if you ever plan on going out to that disastrous place.
Well, explain a little bit more about this Cholt place. What's all about? What's happening there?
Cholt's a very faraway jungle place. I'm told it's dangerous, wondrous, but dangerous. I've never quite been myself. Maybe you buy something, I'll be able to travel there one day.
So, how much are these maps?
Let's see. Most of these are quite simple. 3 gold apiece.
So, how about you give me all of them for 5 gold?
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on. Natural 20.
There was a flirtatious wink and smile. I'm gonna lean in like,
See, Dollface, I think you really want to give me these maps because you know that I'm just a lost little girl trying to find her way.
I rather do like you. And you seem so sweet. I will give you them for 8 gold pieces. All of the maps. The Silver Marches, the Sword Coast, the Anorak region, and the Cholton map. How's that sound?
Doesn't sound like the 5 that I had mentioned, but I guess I can go for 8.
Fantastic.
What are you guys doing right now at the market?
Looking for pouches without giving away any of the hints that I'm looking for specifically for bags of holding.
They are.
Well, you've never seen a bag holding before. So actually, give me an intelligence check.
No, my God!
He threw that so nonchalant.
I know what I'm looking for. You know.
You've seen the schematics of it. You know everything about it.
Looking among the trinkets and various baubles and things she has, you lay eyes on a pouch that has a strange, almost like a face laid into it. It just kind of almost has a piercing gaze.
I'd like to just kind of, slowly but surely peruse, looking at each bag, lifting it up, putting it down, slowly making my way there. And then when I feel like no one is watching, I would like to take my current pouch that I have and...
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
23.
4. While Morgana is shopping for her maps, you identify this wondrous bag. You swap it out, laying your pouch up there. Oh, nice find, Morgana. That is a fantastic find. Oh, those maps? Awesome. Slip the bag of holding into your backpack and fade away.
Lovely bags. I could not find the gift that I was looking for, but thank you for your time and service.
Oh, of course. And do come back to visit.
Oh, we will indeed. We will.
And of course,
Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, I'm good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Have a great day.
Dick. So D&D, man. So as you guys are kind of starting to disperse and make your way around, Morgana, you get a little distracted. There's a stall with some unique trinkets that do catch your eye, and a voice speaks out to you.
Anyone ever tell you you have a familiar face?
You're cute.
No, I'm serious. Let me guess. One of those theater types, right?
Your attention turns to this rather handsome elven male with piercing blue eyes, roguish grin, jaws lined with day-old stubble, and he has a light scar on his left cheek.
What do you mean theater types?
I get the sense that you are charismatic, can easily woo a crowd, get people eating out of the palm of your hand type.
Oh yeah, sure. People normally do what I want them to do.
No, I definitely had a feeling about that. Especially with that whole incident with the Duke of Bolmar.
Who are you? What do you know?
No, don't worry about it. My name's Aeolus Daedric. I'm just a really big fan. Someone in the same career path as you would say.
Oh, I got a fan. You're my little groupie. How cute.
You see, the thing is, what really sucks is people deem you as the criminal in that situation. But no one ever talks about how the Duke of Bolmar was essentially taxing his people dry until you came around. And now the citizens are happier, but no one cares what the citizens think. Because why? The Duke's a politician.
Oh, exactly.
Politicians always get to tell their side of the story.
I always like to consider myself the Red Robin Hood.
The Red Robin.
Strange, I've always heard a different name.
That one works too.
Of course. Have you ever seen the marketplace here at night? It's actually very different. The moon actually passes directly over this very location. It's a rare sight that many people don't know about. You should come here at night with me.
Sounds intriguing. Maybe I'll meet you up here tonight.
This place closes about dusk, so meet me a little bit after that.
Are we in earshot of this, or is this a private conversation?
Give me a perception check.
I wasn't trying to say anything.
No, give me a perception check.
19.
You're not terribly close, but you definitely hear what's going on here. I'll see you later on. He puts his hood up and he disappears, blending into the crowd, making his way in the direction he pointed out.
I think someone's got a fan.
Making friends, are we?
You guys seem surprised.
In the Adventures Ward, near the Downriver Gate, is a large 3-story stone-walled building with a slate roof and reinforced wooden door. Stepping into the crowded establishment, the space is lit with numerous sconces that line the walls. The dulcet tones of a lute fill the air as a charming halfling woos the crowd with tall tales near the fireplace. Making your way in, you're greeted by a slender, androgynous elf with violet eyes defined with eyeliner. Welcome to the Dreaming Dragon. We have drink and food if you're peckish. My name is Diva. How may I service you?
Food and drink?
Oh yeah.
For our food menu today, we have roasted crab and rye bread, boiled mutton and almond bread, or the smoked chicken and blue cheese. For drink, we have black bottom ale, Burduscan dark wine, and Elvaquist liquor, whichever meets your fancy.
3 shots of the liquor. I would like a roasted chicken with some almond bread. You can skip on the blue cheese.
I will also be doing the smoked chicken, but keep the blue cheese coming.
And, oh my, hello. What can I get for you, tall, dark, and handsome?
What would you suggest, miss?
I personally prefer the Burduscan dark wine. Very strong. I'd always recommend be careful with that one, because who knows? You might wake up next to somebody new. Oh, did I let that slip out? Silly me.
Bring me 2.
Of course. And will you be needing rooms for the evening? Shall I start a tab?
Tab, yes. I won't be needing a room tonight. No, thank you.
Of course. The food takes a little while to come out, but another server brings out the Everquist liquor, which is a smooth, ruby-colored drink flecked with gold.
Reach out and everybody take a swig. Or the whole thing.
Clink.
Bottoms up, boys.
Taking a drink, it's smooth. It's like if you've ever had Hypnotic. It's like it's a drink that's more expensive than it should be, and it leaves like a bit of like little gold flecks like near your lips.
More sparkle than bite.
I was expecting more. Just bring me a common ale.
Of course.
Anybody heard from the little leprechaun?
No, do you really care?
I was just curious to see what he's found.
If he comes back, that is one thing. If not,
He hasn't really been any help to us up to this point.
except being a burden of weight.
Let's see. So as it's going on, Morgana, you're getting near to your time for you to make for your meet and greet. Do you want to go ahead and proceed, or do you want to wait a little more?
No, I want to leave early because I want to kind of get an idea of the area before
Before you
this.
rob it blind.
I think they close up the stalls.
Not a problem for Swift.
Morgana, so you essentially separate from the group. Making way outside, nightfall hugs the cobblestone streets as the occasional clip-clop of hooves echo through the broad and vacant alleys. Keeping to the upriver road, you cross over to the north bank section of the city until returning to the now quiet Bell Market Square. You quickly spot the elven rogue, Aeolus, standing underneath the massive bell arch the market is aptly named after. He glances in your direction, raises a finger, shh, kind of waves you over.
Alright, so I'm here. So what's going on? What's all the hype about?
First of all, I'm glad you decided to come. I think sometimes we get so caught up in these personas, we forget that what it used to be like before we got kind of pushed into this.
I don't know about you. I was never pushed. I chose.
Somehow, I believe that. I believe that a lot. I think it's only fair that, if we're going to be honest here, showcase my true self. He snaps his fingers, and you kind of see this faint shimmering, which is very similar to your minor illusion spell. His once fair complexion shifts to an obsidian tone. His neat brunette hair becomes stark white. His piercing blue eyes now blink with a crimson hue. I told you, we're much more alike than you think. Just like I can see through your illusion, with the horns and all that other fun stuff.
Well. I see we have another Esper on our hands.
I wasn't lying when I said I was a big fan of yours. But I don't want to make this threatening. I don't want to make it seem like I'm some kind of bad guy. My friends really want to know where that fragment
Your friends?
Points across the Well Market, and there are a number of individuals near an alley. Near their legs, a shorter individual, you recognize Landy's form. I'm not a fan of doing anything crazy. I don't want to hurt your gnome friend. I just want to know which one of you has the fragment.
Sorry to disappoint. It's not gonna be me, Cupcake.
Give me a deception check.
14.
I really wish I could believe you. Like I said, you're an artist, but I've been doing this probably as long as you have.
You're very well aware of my reputation, so your threats better be real. Because you know what's gonna happen if they're not.
I will give you 1 hour. If you don't come back with the fragment, they're not going to stop with the gnome. I promise you that.
He's just an acquaintance. It's not that important.
You bloody red bitch!
Fine, how about this? Meet me back here in an hour. We'll see what happens.
Sure. We'll be right here. Don't count too much on your friends being able to help you, though.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry about it. I'll see you soon. Back to the tavern. You feel groggy, you feel heavy, almost sleepy. In through the door, walk in 2 humanoid individuals as they are approaching directly at your table, and suddenly you two are starting to put 2 and 2 together.
I think we've been duped.
This is not good.
And that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap up this session.